If you're in the construction or general contracting industry, one thing's for sure, you don't have a whole lot of time to spend sitting at a computer. I know this because I used to be in the local 32 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union. My experience in construction actually goes back to 9th grade. I've worked all phases of construction, from joint trench and demolition to painting, drywall, and finish work. When I owned a mortgage brokerage, I originated many construction loans, so I'm familiar with the draw process as well as the buying and selling of real estate. Our construction clients are mostly interested in three things: getting paid on time and the correct amount from their customers, having taxes filed on time to stay out of trouble with the Department of Revenue and the IRS, and the job costing, or said another way, determining your net profit on each individual job. Depending on what kind of construction you do, you might want more than one of these segment reports. I have clients who build homes, so they want to see a profit and loss for each home. I have other construction clients who do individual remodeling for general contracting jobs, and they want to see their profit on each job. While I have other clients who want to see job costing by state because they work all over the country, and they also have different types of jobs like new construction versus repairs. So depending on how you think about your particular type of industry segments, you might need a number of these. We can prepare and deliver these reports to you each month should you ask for it. One of the clients I recently worked with said that because of our reporting, he was able to identify which jobs he was losing money on and shifted his entire focus of his business to those jobs on the West Coast, which were making him the higher profits. Many construction companies get audited by Labor and Industries, which forces them to prove who was on which job and how many hours they worked. Bookkeeping will help you to track these factors so you don't have to worry. The IRS will also require you to issue a 1099 to all of your contractors, and it's common in construction to pay contractors in cash, which is often taken out of the ATM. When this happens, a lot of times it gets booked as an owner's draw because nobody's really paying attention. And later, when the owner tries to go back and remember what happened, they can't. So that ends up counting as income instead of deductible contractor expense, which ultimately costs you more taxes. If you are in construction, you definitely want to work with somebody who understands these things. Another area where contractors lose money is not using a reseller permit. It could be because your supplier doesn't accept it, or maybe you just haven't applied for one because you don't know how. But if you buy things for retail, including sales tax, and then you charge sales tax on the whole job to your client, you actually can collect that retail sales tax back that you paid. It's called tax paid at source. But you have to tie it back to the actual city where the purchases were made, which means you got to at least have a spreadsheet, and that's one of the things that we do. And due to the fact that there isn't really an easy way to track this in QuickBooks, if you're not doing it in a spreadsheet, you probably aren't going to have a nice clean audit trail in case the Department of Revenue ever questions you about those credits. Whether you're charging sales tax on your jobs, of course, is important, and some people try to get by calling materials reimbursements. The Department of Revenue doesn't recognize this type of reimbursement as a deduction, and a lot of times construction companies can get in trouble with this. Also, use tax, buying things that you're not paying tax on. If you don't have a competent bookkeeper managing the record keeping, that can be problematic. A lot of people have discovered that when they actually looked at the books, they found out they weren't actually making the kind of money they thought they were because they weren't counting things like how much money went into tools, how much went into payroll, how much went into materials. So bookkeeping for construction is obviously crucial, and if you are in construction and you don't have a competent bookkeeper who speaks this language and feels confident that they can help you with what you're trying to do, then you should give us a call right now or go on my website and book a consultation so that I can help you out. My name is Russ, and I'm with Sound Bookkeepers. Thanks for watching.